Okay, y'all, so let's talk about it, okay? Episode 2 and 3 together of Beyond the Gates. So, in the second episode, so I'm just going to do the rundown on both. So, we get introduced to, well, we already knew Nicole and her family. Um, but Danny, she's like upset about her and Bill not being together, and the fact that Bill is um, dating Haley or whatever. So she just like reminiscing and stuff and crying and all that about, her and Bill and stuff like that. And Bill comes over to the house and Haley, because Haley feels excluded from the Haley feels like she don't belong. People are treating her bad because the Duprees pretty much run shit in the area where they live. So, she go crying to Bill, and Bill was like, well, I ain't gonna do anything about it, or whatever the case may be, but he ended up getting involved. So Bill ends up going to Vernon and telling Vernon, like, look, I want everybody to attend the wedding. I want y'all to be there. I want people to come. And he was pretty much hinting like he knows shit about the family and he don't have no problem with exposing it. So this was his way of getting people to come to the wedding that they invited people to, that they know damn well people wasn't trying to come because of Danny and the family, right? So Vernon, Vernon and Anita, they end up talking, right? So something is going on with Martin. Okay, something could have happened with Martin. That's what they hinting at. And whatever it is, it's like a huge secret that they trying to protect. So and Bill knows about it, whatever it is. So in order to keep it low key and to keep Bill happy and to keep Martin's secret a secret, they have a family meeting and try to convince Danny to come to the wedding. Danny was like, I'm ready to go to Paris. Like, I'm not even trying to be a part of this shit show. But, her father asked her, and it was very important for her to be there. So she ended up saying, okay, fine, she gonna be there or whatever, even though she don't really want to fucking go and watch her ex-husband get married to a person who she basically like a person who she basically like took in or whatever. So not Nicole, Haley ends up going to Nicole and crying, talk about, can you get everybody to see my way? I'm sorry, I didn't mean for this to happen, but I'm in love with Bill. I wasn't trying to hurt hurt Danny and blah blah blah. But Nicole was like, I'm taking my sister side. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, you was cool when you was cool, but I'm taking my sister side on this. So yeah. So yeah. And then another thing is, so Nicole's husband had like a fling with somebody. His ex is in town. So I don't think nobody knows that this is his ex yet. Okay, I know because I had seen like a little bit more of the episodes, but his ex is in town now. And she doing some malicious ass shit. She got her daughter with her or whatever, and they trying to make a plot or plan to bring him down or whatever because he left her for Nicole, right? So she plans out. Nicole got a secretary or whatever, this little secretary lady, and by the end of the third episode, she ends up running the secretary off of the road. Okay, so I don't know what's going to happen there, but the lady, the secretary got injured or whatever, and this is supposed to be her church buddy daughter that they was going to church with or whatever. So she was just trying to get intel from her to try to figure out the girl's schedule or whatever, so she can like get this girl out of the way for some reason, right? So then, let me tell you, Danny goes over to Bill's office, okay, and smacks the shit out of him in his fucking office. Haley on the other side of the door and his secretary, right? Bill was like, they was about to come in there and jump with Danny, but Bill was like, hold up, no, I got this, or whatever. So she basically was telling him how much of a piece of shit he was, and how could he do this to her, and this and the third, and blah blah blah. But he was basically saying like, we divorced now, let bygones be bygones. Shit happens in life, people grow apart or whatever. But Danny was basically saying like, you cheated on me several times, like, and I had looked the other way. So he was basically a serial cheater to Danny. He wasn't ever a good person to her, and he wasn't ever a good man to her because he was cheating on her. But she loved this man for some fucking reason, and she was basically saying like how, I let you cheat and all that. So why would you leave me for Haley and all this shit, right? So basically, she just beat the shit out of Bill and then cussed him down and then left. But I was like, damn, Danny is not letting go of this whole shit. So then we get and we already knew Vanessa from when she gave Haley the keys to the house, because Vanessa is a homeowner of the town. So she like rents houses out to people and sell them to people or whatever. So Vanessa got a little fling going on with somebody, okay? And then we got introduced to Vanessa's husband, which they didn't really say like much about him in these episodes, but he was meeting up with a best friend with his or whatever. But his Vanessa husband is I think the chief of police or something like that, or he has like a high ranking in the police department. And also Danny's daughter, her husband also works in the police department as well. Okay. So then the daughters get to talking. Danny's daughters get to talking. So one of Danny's daughters is a model, her youngest daughter. And, she was talking about she want to venture off and, sell purses and design purses, her own purse collection, but she don't know like how her mother's going to feel about it and different things like that. So with everything that's going on with that dad, she don't know if she should just tell her mother like, I don't want to be a model no more. I just want to do my own thing and do my own business or whatever. And then we get into Martin and Smitty. So Martin is Nicole's son, and this is the one that Vernon and Anita is trying to protect, that grandson. He's a politician or something. Okay? And Martin is married to the man Smitty, and they have 2 adoptive children. Okay? But Martin has been having like nightmares and stuff, and I'm assuming it's about whatever that thing is that Anita and Vernon is trying to hide or whatever, right? But Smitty is like telling Martin like, why don't you go and seek therapy, about this dream that you've been having, because you've been waking up in sweats every night, and you need to really talk to somebody about this. And Martin is like throwing him off like, I don't want to talk about this shit. Like, I'm fine, I'm cool. Ain't nothing really going on for real, for real. So that was pretty much the rundown of this episode. It was some good drama in the episode though, but I really did like it. Oh, and then we got introduced to Andre, who is his name is Ted, Nicole's husband, Ted's nephew. And they told us that Andre's parents had died in in a plane crash. Both his parents together died in a plane crash. So Ted, his uncle, has been raising him. And he's doing like photos and stuff of him and of Nicole and Ted for their wedding, and for their anniversary and things that they have going on or whatever. So he doing like a little piece for Nicole because she getting honored and getting some type of award or something. So he's doing that. And then also Ashley was introduced. She's a nurse who works at the hospital, and she just got her nursing degree, and her man is a firefighter. So I'll tell you more on that story when it starts to develop more. But yeah, y'all go ahead and watch Beyond the Gates. Drop your comments and let's talk about it.